Laken Snelling waives right to preliminary hearing.
Records reveal police believe former UK student's baby was full term, alive at birth.
UK running back Jamarion Wilcox arrested and charged with sexual assault.
UK to determine future partnerships funding for identity-based groups.
And UK monitors the government shutdown. I'm Gavin Breunig.
And I'm Sylvia Freire, and welcome back to Catching Up with the Kernel.
We want to issue a trigger warning for this episode. There is content that may be triggering for some audiences. It contains substance of child abuse, sexual assault, domestic violence, rape, and sodomy. If you find that content triggering, we ask that you skip this episode. Laken Snelling, the former University of Kentucky student arrested in connection with the death of an infant, appeared at the Fayette County District Courthouse on September 26th for a preliminary hearing. She waived the matter to the Fayette County Grand Jury, choosing not to proceed with the hearing. Snelling was arrested on August 27th after an unresponsive infant was found in her closet inside of a trash bag. The infant was later pronounced dead, and Snelling was identified as the mother, according to a press release sent by police. Snelling was charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant, according to the press release. Snelling first appeared on court on September 2nd, where she pled not guilty to all of the charges.
Records obtained by the Kentucky Kernel revealed that Snelling told medical staff at the University of Kentucky Labor and Delivery that her baby displayed, quote, a little bit of fetal movement at birth. He made a, quote, whimper, and she guessed the baby was alive. A signed affidavit by the Lexington police filed on September 4th states the newborn appeared to be full term when discovered, and records in her case file referred to him as such. Affidavits attached to search requests filed on September 4th and September 8th also show that police conducted a search warrant of Snelling's phone and requested access to her Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and shared iCloud account with her mother. The search of her phone resulted in locating several searches, including different things pertaining to pregnancy, images of her during labor, photos of her doing things ordinary pregnant women would not be doing, and a concealed or hidden pregnancy, records said. The investigation records state that the photos taken while she was in labor were deleted in an attempt to hide the baby. The investigation records state that photos taken while she was in labor were, quote, deleted in an attempt to hide the birth, leading police to believe other items could have also been deleted in an attempt to hide any evidence of the pregnancy, birth, and newborn baby. The search warrant requests for Snelling's social media and iCloud accounts state that the police investigation, the case believe these accounts, quote, could contain current or deleted information that relates to Ms. Snelling's pregnancy, to the birth of the full-term baby, and ultimately its potential demise. The investigation's affidavit states that Snelling was detained, transported to police headquarters, and later to the UK hospital on the day of the birth, where she spoke to officers and medical staff. Snelling told police she gave birth at 4 a.m. on August 27th. The baby fell onto the floor, and she didn't think he was breathing or alive, according to the affidavit. Around that time, one of Snelling's roommates sent a message in their Snapchat group chat stating, quote, she heard loud noises like something had fallen, according to the police interview with a roommate. Another roommate confirmed hearing the noises and stated they lasted for approximately an hour. Snelling told the police she was, quote, awake for around 30 minutes after giving birth before falling on top of the baby. When she woke up from passing out, she got up and observed the baby, quote, turning blue and purple. She said she believed him to be dead and wrapped the baby up like a burrito and laid next to it because it, quote, gave her a little comfort in the moment. She was then woken up at 7:30 a.m. by her alarm, at which point she went to the kitchen to get a black trash bag. She told police she came back into her room, placed the baby, still wrapped in the towel, into a bag, then put that trash bag inside her closet. Snelling told police she then took a shower to clean off the blood before cleaning up the rest of the blood in her room with paper towels and the towel she had wrapped the baby in. She also said, quote, she placed the placenta inside a Ziploc bag and placed it into a trash bag. Snelling then wrapped the baby back up with the towel, placed the trash bag back into the closet, and shut the door. At 8:48 a.m., Snelling responded in the group chat, stating that the noises were caused by her passing out, as she had not eaten and had not been feeling well. She told them she was going to go see a doctor. Snelling told police she then left her residence at 9:30 a.m. for her class, but sat in her vehicle in the parking lot instead of attending. The affidavit said she stated she was not feeling well, so she ordered McDonald's through the McDonald's app. She told police she then picked up her food, went to the University of Kentucky Student Clinic, where she also did not go inside, and then returned home. Records show the police arrived at her residence at 10:34 a.m., her roommate having called them to report discovering the baby, and that Snelling returned home, quote, shortly thereafter, and was detained by patrol officers. Snelling's roommates, curious as to her story and suspicious of her pregnancy, despite never confirming it with her, entered her room while she was gone. They discovered a, quote, blood-soaked towel on the floor and a plastic bag containing evidence of childbirth, as well as, quote, the deceased newborn baby placed in bags in Snelling's closet. This story is ongoing. The Kentucky Kernel will provide updates as they become available. If you or someone you know needs support, the University of Kentucky provides free resources to students. Learn more at studentsuccess.uky.edu.
University of Kentucky running back Jamarion Wilcox was arrested and charged with first-degree sexual abuse on Friday, September 26th by UKPD. Sexual abuse allegations and a temporary issued protective order were filed against Wilcox on August 20th, after which he was suspended from play on the UK football team. He has not played in a game this season. Director of Athletics, Communications, and Public Relations Susan Lax said via text to the Kentucky Kernel on September 26th, quote, we are aware of the situation with Jamarion and will continue to gather information and monitor the situation closely. He will continue to be withheld from competition. He did not travel or play with the team on their 13 to 35 point loss against South Carolina on September 27th. He is currently being held at the Fayette County Detention Center and is scheduled to appear in court on November 3rd for the next hearing regarding the case.
The University of Kentucky will determine over the next 60 days which identity-based organizations can receive university support in compliance with federal instruction. UK spokesperson Jay Blanton could not confirm which organizations qualify as identity-based. Blanton said, we have seen the federal government look at identity-based by color, identity-based by sexual orientation, could be a number of things. We're looking at those, but those would be good examples. However, he said the university is working on solidifying these guidelines in adherence to the Federal Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination based on race and national origin. In an October 1st campus-wide email, UK President Eli Capilouto said the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights concluded the university violated the Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. According to the letter OCR sent to Capilouto, Title VI states, no person shall, on the basis of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation and denied the benefits of or otherwise be subjected to discrimination under any program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance. OCR said UK's partnership with the PhD Project violated Title VI. The PhD Project is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to provide minority students with easier access to graduate business programs, according to the campus-wide email. Blanton said UK spent $5,000 annually throughout its partnership with the PhD Project to attend the organization's conference. When the OCR began its investigations in March of 2025, The email said UK ended its relationship with the PhD project. However, OCR concluded UK, quote, endorsed, promoted, and benefited from a program that limited participation based on race in September, according to the letter sent by Capilouto. Today, Capilouto signed a resolution agreement to conclude OCR's investigation, requiring the university to report other organizations in which UK has a, quote, agreement, membership, or partnership that may restrict partnership based on race within 60 days. Although it's unclear which identity-based groups the university will continue supporting, Blanton said groups will not be asked to disband entirely.
The United States government officially shut down at 12:01 a.m. on October 1st after failing to pass a budget for agencies across the United States, according to the White House website. University of Kentucky President Eli Capilouto sent a campus-wide message to faculty and students in anticipation of the shutdown on Tuesday, September 30th. Capilouto said that UK research will continue, but new research grants during the shutdown, as well as UK healthcare, may be impacted. According to the Associated Press, student loans will still be due, and all federal grants will be paused. However, financial aid will continue to be available throughout the duration of the shutdown. The White House said in an article on their website, quote, critical food assistance for low-income women, infants, and children will lapse. Americans will experience travel delays and disruptions to Social Security services. Funding for inpatient home care and telehealth services for Medicare patients will be paused. The list is endless as the effects ripple across all sectors of the American economy. All federal workers and programs will cease operations, except for a few agencies that rely on mandatory spending, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, according to the article. This means that essential workers will continue to work without pay, while non-essential workers will be prohibited from work. The shutdown was caused by party disagreements regarding healthcare subsidies, according to the AP. Democrats are asking for extensions on expiring subsidies held under the Affordable Care Act, while Republicans stand firm on their already proposed government budget. President Donald Trump has mentioned plans to push through irreversible cuts to programs important to Democrats and mass firings of federal workers as a response to the shutdown, according to the AP. Thanks for staying caught up.
For more information, go to our website at kykernel.com and follow us on all social media platforms. That's X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify.
This was Catching Up with the Kernel, and we'll see you all next week.